99.7 DJX, the Ben Davis and Kelly K Show podcast. All you have to do is turn it up on demand.
Sometimes you just need the opinion of other people who aren't invested emotionally in your situation. So you message us, and we'll toss it out to the group, see what we can do for you. And I realize that you don't want to stay on the phone with us long because you're afraid you're going to implicate yourself and reveal too much. I get it. So I guess as quickly as you can, just kind of walk through what the issue is.
My best buddy is getting married here pretty soon to his longtime sweetheart, and I am going to be his best man.
Okay.
But the problem is he is actually considering bailing on the entire wedding. He's getting cold feet like crazy. And, saying things like, well, he's only ever dated this one girl, and, he needs to go sow his wild oats and crazy things like this.
No.
He is pretty seriously planning on just not even showing up to the wedding. And I've been sworn to secrecy, so I can't say anything about it. So I'm just sort of stuck on this one.
Okay. All right. Thank you. And that's all we need from you. We won't ask you any more right now, but
No, I have more questions. I have more questions. God. Has he made up his mind he's not showing up? Because if he's made up his mind, he cannot let the bride get all dressed up, all of her friends and family show up and stand there waiting for nothing.
That would be detrimental. I don't know.
Yes.
I don't know if any woman within the sound of my voice is listening who literally was stood up at the altar. Do you recover from that? Is that that?
That's a tough one.
And if so, I'd be curious to know, would you have rather found out before or?
Yes. I'm guessing yes. If I were in that situation, yes. I do not want to get dressed up thinking I'm starting my life with the man of my dreams, standing there at the altar for no one to show up. That would be worst case scenario. You need to tell me ahead of time so I don't do that.
So Amy rolls in on Facebook and says, as hard as it is, stay out of it.
Really?
Hey, all right. So I tell you what.
I'm really surprised by that.
I'm going to toss a phone number out, 502-571-9970. It's group therapy. Man, this is one of those cringy, pit of your stomach sort of group therapies where we talked to a listener and wanted to remain anonymous. His best friend is getting married to his longtime, quote, sweetheart, but he's getting cold feet. He's like, she's the only girl I've ever dated, and now is wondering if he's even going to show up at the wedding. Says he needs to sow his wild oats, all that stupid stuff that sometimes guys say. And
led us to believe that he has decided he's not going to show up at the wedding.
Yeah, so we don't know definitively if that is the case or if he's just kind of coming to that conclusion on his own because of what he's saying. However, it doesn't look great. And so now he's all just he's saying, you can't tell anybody, bros before hoes sort of thing. And
oh my God.
Now he's like, I feel like I should tell the fiancé or something. I don't know what to do. I'm kind of stuck in this rock and a hard place.
Well, Sandra posted on Facebook, he needs to talk to his friend. Tell him to man up and do the right way. Cancel the wedding. Yes, people will be upset, but in the long run, he's saving his fiancé and himself heartache down the road. If this guy is the groom's best friend and best man, he shouldn't tell the fiancé that's not his place. If he won't listen as a last resort, talk to his parents.
Oof. Okay. Hey, Drew, what do you think?
No, man, that's way too much wasted time for way too many people. My vote is to come clean.
Okay, so tell the fiancé or tell his friend?
I would tell my friends, and then I would tell then I would tell her.
Oh, so almost like hey, if you're not going to tell her, I am.
Yeah, you need to man up a bit, dude. That is crazy wrong, premeditated. Seriously.
Drew, appreciate it, bud.
Thank you. Bye.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Got a text from Rex who said, Ben, you've got 3 daughters. What if one of them were stood up after paying all that money? Not just she is going to be devastated, her family will be too. I would be pissed. Oh my gosh. Yeah.
Just send out the note right now. Any potential future husbands for your daughters, you better never.
You better never. You better.
Yeah, Marlene said, talk to the groom. He needs to cowboy up, do the things the right way instead of acting like a petulant 8-year-old. People will be upset, but leaving her at the altar is much worse. It'll humiliate her and leave a lasting impact.
Yeah.
Everybody's on team. Don't let the wedding happen. If that's
I mean,
what's going to happen.
There were very few people who said, stay out of this.
No, you can't stay out of this.
Stay out of this. She's going to find out, whatever. But man, yeah, I think
make the groom do the right thing. I don't think that it's your place to go to the fiancé, because if he truly hasn't figured it out yet, but he needs to tell the groom, like, listen, if you have decided you are not going through with this, you need to cancel the wedding.
There were several people that are like, you know what? Here's the thing. Like, you are, you're the best man. Like, you're involved in this. So
yeah, I feel like it's kind of your job.
You be the man of the two and do the right thing. Man,
I like the aspect that if the groom isn't going to do anything, then maybe you go to the groom's parents and be like, hey.
Oh my gosh, yeah. Okay.
We try to shield the bride as much as possible and try to make this as, it's going to be painful. But let's take the public humiliation out of it.
Mm-hmm. That's true. Okay, so I think we're saying that you need to address this.
Go to the groom and press him and say, listen, if you have decided you're not doing this, you need to cancel the wedding before it happens. And if he is still refusing, then you go to his parents.
All right. If you want, you can read the comments. You guys can throw your own down there at Ben and Kelly Show.